light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing, light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing, light 'em up, go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated, sucker free, we got the seats heated, let's face it, you bout to get a beat down, less talking, let's take it to the streets now, ain't gonna be no rematch, why you wanna fight, touchdown on sight, yeah, turn off the light, oh, turn off the light, let's get it poppin', go dumb. When you see me moving, bodies dropping. Move some. I'm about to go sick, call Earl. I'm turning up like E40, not your average girl. I'm turning up. We can rock like Rocky, make you tap it. Ghost ride the whip, look at my drip. This ain't a copy. We got all night if you wanna throw hands. When they see me fight, they wanna throw bands. Go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up.
It's time for the main event. It's the Shoe Shot.
¿Qué onda, vatos locos? Damas y caballeros, it's your boy Dave in the 702 coming at you for that Monday night boxing recap known as the Shoe Shine. Joining me all the way from the city of brotherly love, Philly Irish Drevo. ¿Qué pasa, homie? Oh, he's happy about something. Not to be outdone, all the way from North Las Vegas, the big homie Vince at 702 Man Cave. ¿Qué onda?
Hey now.
All flamed up, all Dodgers, all in blue.
We're losing.
The
we're
battle.
Losing, but, you know.
Okay, well, what's going on? Is it the battle for first place in the NL West? Because I put my Giants gear away.
I told you, you'll be all right, man. You'll be okay.
Oh, shoot.
As long as the Rockies are there.
Dude, I am convinced that the San Francisco Giants wore the good luck charm to the Phillies. Drew's brand new hat he's sporting. Because ever since the Phillies swept the SF Giants, you guys were about the worst team, or you were the worst team. And now you're what? You just told me 2 games above 500? 2 games above 500.
Okay. I got sunburn on my ears. I can't even wear the hat long.
Shout out to Bruce, Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more, guys. If you're a big fan of boxing content like this channel, make sure you guys go and subscribe to him. He says, what up? 1993 Cobra is in the building, and Veronica, great to see you. As always, guys, I appreciate everybody coming here on a Monday night. The Golden Knights? Yeah? What's that, Drew?
I have my Blue Jays hat over there.
Ah, the Blue Jays can wait. Hey, Vince already beat them in the World Series. But speaking of Las Vegas, it was obviously a great busy weekend for everybody that loves Las Vegas. The EDC came in. Vince, did you feel the winds at your house last night? I don't know how them ravers. How did them ravers do it on Sunday, man? My patio furniture was in down the street, bro. My patio furniture flew away.
I thought my what's it called? The screens were gonna fly off.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, last night was the last night for EDC Las Vegas, the big raver event, and winds hit like 50 miles per hour. I could just imagine. And then we had that event too, where the guy, it wasn't Evel Knievel. He had a different name, but this guy was doing all those jumping over
that was so stupid what he did. That was a waste of time. They shouldn't even use Evel Knievel's name. He didn't jump over. He just did like that. I thought he was going to jump over the water fountain.
That's what I thought too, man. I thought it was very misleading. Drew, the guy didn't jump over the water. It was more like how high could he go on a half pipe or something like that. But you guys can watch the highlights of that. It was on YouTube. A lot of people were there just to see that stunt. It was very busy in Las Vegas this weekend, and Vegas is getting ready for the Western Conference Finals. For the Golden Knights are in. I can't believe they got that far. Drew, your team was in it for a little bit. I loved watching Gritty
for a little bit.
We're lucky, eh? We're in a good spot. If you're a hockey fan in Las Vegas,
LA Kings.
I'm
to the LA Kings.
Oh shoot! You say what happened to the LA Kings, Vince?
It's all good.
I do want to say this, since we're on the subject of Los Angeles, man. I have not been paying attention at all. Like, I look at stadiums, and we often critique stadiums around the U.S. You know, the 49ers, I got to see them build a brand new stadium when I lived in Santa Clara about 10 years back. My neighbor across the street was part of the construction crew that built that 49er stadium. And I think it's one of the worst. Like, Candlestick Park was bad, but it was the home of the Niners. But this stadium the Niners built was absolute crap. I'm watching the MMA Spectacular by MVP and John, what's his name? Jake Paul. I'm watching that on Netflix. And guys, I've never seen the stadium the Clippers play in. I never even paid attention to it, Intuit Dome. I said, whoa, what's going on? That's a badass arena. That is one of the coolest, sickest arenas that I've ever seen for the sport of for basketball, because that's the home of the LA Clippers. How did that? Where's the rest of the country building really nice stadiums, man? I mean, I like Allegiant Stadium, but that's an incredible facility for boxing or MMA, and of course the home of the LA Clippers. And then they got the football field also in Inglewood, California, the new football SoFi. That place is incredible too. But it looked like, to me, we were texting Vince, and it looked to me at the beginning of the fight, I'm like, well, LA's kind of like Vegas, where people get dressed up nice. You know, they want to look their best, and they don't show up to these events early. They don't until it gets dark. But it looked like even when the main card started, like, hey, nobody was there. Drew, did you notice that?
Yeah, like, if you look at it, I wasn't really, like, amused or amazed by it. I just looked at it as like, yay. Just another MMA card. Like everybody knows, that's no secret. I was in the Bellator. If it was MMA, the only MMA card I ever bought was a Bellator event. It was worth the money too. So I haven't really been a huge fan of MMA that really.
Well, we had Strikeforce in the Bay Area. That was like I think it was a San Jose-based company. Strikeforce also, you know, Jake Shields came out of that. A lot of cool fighters came out of that, and they got absorbed by the UFC as well, as did Bellator. Now there isn't any competition, so you know they took a huge risk here. Netflix took a huge risk with Jake Paul, and Jake Paul said, "I'm going to deliver some of the greatest in MMA history," and it should fill up not only the seats but be a big draw. There are some people floating around numbers saying 21 million people watched it on Netflix, but they don't have any evidence of that. Vince, do you think a lot of people were watching that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Did you watch? Did you watch the co-main? Did you watch Stockton's 209? That fight was interesting.
Retire. He's done, man. He just needs to just do jiu-jitsu tournaments. That's it. No more boxing. No more standing up.
Man, there was a nasty rumor going around Twitter, Drew, that Nate Diaz pooped his pants, and that, you know, one of the best cut man in the industry was his cut man. You saw the cut man, Vince?
Yes, Stitch Durant.
Yeah, Stitch was there, and they swear on X, they were saying that in between that rounds when he was really bloodied, he had the big gash on the top of the forehead. Yeah. It looked like he was bleeding in the back, but his nose looked broken. And there's some people saying on the internet that they could hear Stitch saying, or they could hear them mouthing, did I poop myself? Did I shit myself? And that he said, yeah. I didn't see any evidence of it, that there was, that he sharted. I didn't see any evidence of it. But there is some nasty rumors that that's why they ended the fight. Drew, is that remotely possible? He did take some good body shots from Mike Perry.
Man, I think Nate Diaz shouldn't even fight again. Like, I find it boring when he fights.
Well, we kind of saw the writing on the wall in that Jake Paul fight where, you know, Jake Paul didn't take him down exactly, but at the same time, you know, he looked like he really couldn't even box anymore. And I'm going to say this. I had no idea until Saturday that one of my favorite commentators, Paulie Malignaggi, was fighting again in Europe for BKB, which I believe is the same. Is that the same group that Amato and Junior are going to be fighting? Yeah. And Paulie was going for the world title in that. I had no idea. And at the last minute, I think Paulie Malignaggi got stopped. Here's that stoppage, guys. Let's play the stoppage.
Alongside Jimmy Smith and Paulie Malignaggi.
And there it is.
Gets clipped with the right
hand.
Down early going.
Damn, Paulie didn't even see that right hand coming.
Hand caught Paulie mid-combination. The count is at 8. I don't know if he makes it. He does.
So look at that triangle ring.
D is ready to finish the fight with one more punch here in the second round. He's lining up Paulie. Paulie has great survival instincts, and he goes down again.
Yeah.
As he gets pushed down.
That was a push.
That right hand rocked him. And there's another one.
Got to get out of the corner. Got to use his footwork. He does have the speed, does have the combinations, but not at this distance.
Oh, another right, and down is Paulie again. And now he's
Dude, this is sad. This is really sad. First of all, Paulie was telling everybody that recently he said that in the UK, some of those big gashes he had gotten from the prior fights, that they weren't done properly and they infected him. Actually, he said that these people were absolutely the worst doctors and people that he had ever dealt with. And it wasn't in the US, it was in the UK. So because of that, he's been suffering from nasty infections around that scar tissue. Dude, I don't think he even saw that punch coming, Vince. He's now in his early 40s. Drew, this is a big theme this week that we got to talk about, is fighters recognizing when Father Time has called upon them to retire. I don't even think Paulie saw that shot coming, which means his reflexes have greatly slowed down. I'll start with you. Done. I'll start with you, Drew. Should this be the last fight Paulie ever has? And I think maybe it should have been years back now at this point.
Paulie should have never participated in a bare knuckle fight to begin with. He should have caught a career when he retired from boxing. Mm-hmm. And look at it like this. It doesn't change anything, bare knuckle or not. He never had knockout power to begin with. Nope. And all you did was damaging your hands more than what there was. You should have just went back to boxing. If you're gonna fight, you should have went back to boxing. You would have never damaged your hands the way you did. Yep. He has no power. And what made him think that he wasn't actually going to win a fight?
Vince, that's the same organization, BKB, that your nephew Amado Vargas and Fernando Vargas Jr. are going to be entering and competing soon. Do you have a date by any chance?
July 25th in London.
That's incredible. In London. And I just seen the promotion from them. BKB is bringing an event to Los Angeles with El Perro Angulo. Some of you guys may remember him. He fought Canelo Alvarez. I thought maybe they'd put them on that card. But wait a minute. Who's the guy in the middle?
I don't know.
Mick?
Damn fighters.
Well, this guy, Mike Perry, who fought on the card on this Saturday, he's done incredibly well, even though he looked like shit boxing against Jake Paul. He looked like he didn't know what he was doing. He's won all of his fights inside the bare knuckle cage. And he put a whooping on Nate Diaz. But also on that card, guys, speaking of people that should potentially retire, Dos Santos was a legend.
He missed that. And here we have Despain
good night.
Setting up that
right
shot.
hand, left hook, right hand.
He missed that, but it was the right
First round.
It's another guy that probably should never fight. I know everybody thinks, oh, wow, George Foreman fought into his mid-40s, won a world title, but I mean, that's more and Drew, you guys have Philadelphia's Bernard Hopkins. That's the exception to the rule. That's got to be an exception to the rule. What'd you think of that fight, Vince? Dos Santos should hang it up too?
Oh, he should have hung it. He should have never been in LA. He should have been over there where he's from. Brazil or where he's from. He's done. I don't know he even stepped in the cage.
Yeah, Ngannou also looked impressive. Wally Coyote says the King of Violence, bro. Is that Mike Perry's nickname, right? The King of Violence? Yeah, Mike Perry looked pretty good in that fight. And most of the fans a lot of fans came down from Northern California, from Stockton, because Nate Diaz has grown such a big fan base during his years with the UFC that I would say a good portion of that crowd, however many thousands of people showed up, actually came to support him. Oh my goodness. At Fish Lash is back. Appreciate you last week. They say low key Nate Diaz looks like Mark Wahlberg to me. And I don't know why. Does he? You see the resemblance? Hey, and we appreciate that super chat so much. We appreciate all of you guys in here. Thank you.
Hey, his face looked like a Wahlburger hamburger.
He says he's not done though. In the post-fight press conference, there was no mention of accidentally having a poop moment. Although it's happened in MMA, that has happened, guys. That's just a rumor. But he didn't mention that he wants retirement at all. Drew, should Nate Diaz already be? He's talking about maybe I shouldn't have fought. Maybe put me in the ring with somebody less violent. I think he said.
Nate should retire. He ain't beating nobody. Like he's too slow. He's too sluggish. It's not even there anymore. It's not even entertaining watching him fight anymore. Like you'll probably fall asleep watching him fight.
Yeah. I hear you. Wile E. Coyote says, I knew that Rousey fight would be fast. Credit to Gina Carano. Drew, last week, we got big numbers last week. I was so thrilled. We got a good, over 2,000 people watched it. I appreciate that. That's unusual for us, but man, I appreciate it. Maybe it was because Drew said that Gina Carano was hot. Still feel that? Still feel that way?
I still hit it.
Oh my God! I didn't ask that. Vince, yeah, you said it too. Vince, raised out here to a professional NFL. Her dad was a former NFL professional, played in the NFL. I forget which teams he played for, and then after
Cowboys.
He played for the Cowboys, amazing. And after his NFL career, he became a casino executive. Man,
yes,
yes, it's really cool. The Carano. He became a casino executive.
He's horrible.
He's
a horrible executive.
I don't even think Ronda Rousey's hot. I think she's ugly as hell.
Wow, I can't believe Fish Slash, we appreciate you so much. Another super chat, and they say, also, Nate Diaz literally bled gallons of blood and then gave the chillest post-fight interview. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, he did. I'm surprised he went. Maybe he does, man. Maybe he does smoke before. I can't say that. I mean, it's just speculating, but I don't think, well, it's in California, so I wonder if the California State Athletic Commission was overseeing that, but I don't think they drug test anybody in that competition. And Drew, you're saying what about Ronda Rousey? Now you're going to say she's not hot? She's not hot?
I never thought she was hot. I thought she was ugly as shit.
Wow. Damn.
Like someone hit her with an ugly stick.
Oh my God.
she fell on the tree and it hit every branch.
like I tell you the truth, I'll probably put a bag over my head and think happy thoughts.
Oh my God. If you like Drew's controversial takes, please hit that like button, guys. It helps us reach out to even more people.
I just don't think she's attractive.
All right, to each his own. I'm going to, look, she's an unbelievably physical condition. Obviously, she's an Olympic gold medalist, which is very impressive. Married to a former UFC fighter herself, and they have two beautiful kids.
It sucked.
She says she doesn't want to fight anymore, but after just spending 16 or 17 seconds, 15, I don't know what it was, to stop Gina Carano, a lot of people... Look, she says she didn't want to fight anymore. She said it in the post-fight, I didn't want to hurt Gina. It did feel like maybe this whole thing was choreographed, and somebody did post a video backstage of her working out that exact sequence. Two silly punches, pitter-patter punches, go for the takedown, go right into the armbar. It went exactly, scripted in the dressing room. I don't know. If I put Factor Fiction, did she beat it? Was this a legitimate fight? Did Gina Carano lose the weight, needed some motivation to lose the weight and get $1 million payday? Here's how much money these two female fighters made. Let me see. Where's that?
2.2 and 1.5.
Yep.
All right. Look at that. $2.2 million for 17 seconds. Lord knows how long their training camps were. Wiley says she'll armbar you for sure, man. That's her signature move. That is her signature move.
Come on, armbar me, bitch.
And she used it in her UFC career successfully, and had numerous fights that ended in that exact way. But look,
you gotta put an ugly ass face on there. Look at that face. Look at that.
You don't think she cleans up nicely? I mean, she did make a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, you gotta look at it like this. That girl just did it for a payday. I made $1 million. I made $1 million in 17 seconds. Thank God for that.
That's beautiful.
So there is a female champion out there former female boxing champion named Holly Holm, who beat Ronda Rousey, knocked her out. If I remember correctly, she knocked her out. And it just happens to be that she's come out of retirement and has signed a deal with MVP. She looked amazing in her last boxing performance. I'm pretty sure that MVP could make this fight happen overnight. Holly Holm, the rematch, a much more interesting rematch because it's somebody that's beat Ronda Rousey. So now you got the first show, guys. You've got the first show. Big Spooky says Gina is beautiful. I thought Big Spooky was going to say Rondha was beautiful. Does anybody think Rondha is beautiful?
She got a good paycheck.
All right, man. Give me a grade for this MPB card because I'm going to be real. The internet, hardcore MMA fans seem to have trashed this fight.
Because they don't like Jake Paul.
All right, well, Drew, I'll start with you. A, B, C, D, E. Well, I mean, there's no E, but what grade do you give this MMA card?
C.
C? Vince?
I give it a C plus.
A C plus. Look,
yeah.
Honestly, guys. Oh, let's see that kick. This was a great fight. I was entertained. I was definitely entertained watching Mike Perry and Nate Diaz. But look at this kick. Let's just say they're not their game. That was pretty funny.
The basketball game's going in double overtime.
Which one?
Spurs and OKC.
Ooh, double overtime.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win that?
108.
Who's gonna win that?
I hope Spurs.
Look,
yeah, you want to know what we need to do? One day, we need to predict every team's NFL record this upcoming season.
No, we'll definitely do that. We're going to definitely do that. Drew like Cyborg. Cyborg was in the building, guys. You know, that's another person I'm like,
she's
get her
uglier than Rondha.
Get her. Well, I mean to be doing a show where we rate women, but
she's boxing now, Cyborg.
She's boxing and she was there. She was there. Yeah. And that's another person, you know,
won't happen.
Put her, if you're going to continue this, look, I give the whole show like a C plus, B minus even. I'm very generous. I think they picked an excellent venue. I don't think it sold well. A lot of people have been saying, look, this is what the light show. This is amazing. I can't believe they have LED lights inserted into the chairs. But somebody told me that if you're sitting in that chair, the chair won't light up. Yep. Or you're covering the light source from the chair. So if I see all these lights, are those all empty seats? Anybody know? Anybody go to a Clippers? Can anybody tell me who actually has been to the Clippers stadium if that's the case, that once you sit in the chair, you're blocking the LED light source?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, we can all agree that USC hasn't really been great in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Like, they haven't been able to build any new stores. Like, all the guy that they're trying to build, nobody's buying into them. And they lose the guys they're trying to build up. And that's why they had to go sign a deal with Paramount, because pay-per-views wasn't selling. They're losing money on pay-per-views. That's part of the reason why TKO's in so much debt and everything. And they try to build it. They try to figure, you got to pay to watch our fights. You're not putting out, the product isn't good. To me, I don't think the USC product is good at all right now. You lost John Jones, which he's probably going to fight Ngannou on a Jake Paul card. And you don't got Poirier anymore because he's a commentator now. He's retired. Conor McGregor's coming back, but tell you the truth, Conor McGregor's lost so much already. He's probably just doing it for a payday.
Oh, he's those injuries that Conor, yeah, and I'm glad you brought him up, Drew, because Francis Ngannou came out during his walkout, and Dana White waited for that walkout to make a major announcement that Conor McGregor is coming back to the UFC, and he timed it. I mean, it was very intentional. He waited till Francis Ngannou, who he has a bone to pick with as a former UFC heavyweight champ, he waited for that perfect moment to say Conor McGregor is coming back, and it was trending. Now, whether or not Conor McGregor is going to be something in MMA anymore at his age, with all his advanced injuries he has, he's still he's basically doing what Jake Paul was doing, was bringing out all the old stars. You mentioned it. There are no new stars in MMA. Are there?
But the thing is, no, there's not. But here's the thing. Imagine Jake Paul is able to make John Jones versus Francis Ngannou when fucking Dana White couldn't do it.
I know.
Hey, this is leaving a big gap in the MMA world for other small promoters to maybe try to make a move on Dana. The same way that Dana's making a move on the boxing, maybe other promoters can do it. And I'll tell you, it starts this week. I don't think they're a real threat to Dana because Dana White, I got this all wrong. Dana White is having a small promoter host an MMA event this weekend in Las Vegas at the UFC Apex. And guess who's going to be in the main event? I talked about it already. Former Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Manziel makes his debut in MMA this weekend. Vince is rolling his eyes. Let's take a listen to what. By the way, he's smoking a cigarette on fight week.
Man, long day training for the Menery fight.
Long day training.
Get 5 steps in on the beach. I would fight this motherfucker for free. The fact I'm getting paid for it is even better. Making excuses about weight. Steve's not even on his team. I mean, what the fuck is going on here, Bob? How about I kick your ass and then we go out and I outdrink you too. And we'll see who the real winner.
Johnny Manziel makes his MMA debut at the actual UFC Apex against Bob Menery and Ray J. That's right, Ray J. Somebody told me Ray J was dying.
Oh, I'm taking Manziel.
Oh, you are? He's smoking.
I see Ray J do mitts. Ray J do mitts.
What's Ray J looking like on the mitts?
He looked like Stephen A. Smith. Remember when he was doing the mitts?
He looks like Stephen A. Smith on the mitts.
Yes, horrible.
Also, on the card this weekend, I mentioned it last week, is the Island Boy. One of the Island Boys is making, dude, and I've seen those guys fight. Oh man, I think he's getting choked out. I think anybody could choke him out if they just get a hold of him.
One of them literally quit against an older black guy. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, you can't even fight.
So we're now in the world of celebrity MMA matches. And it appeared to me that Mike Perry called out, when Mike Perry was very happy, man, but he called out Jake Paul. And Jake Paul, I thought he was a real gentleman to say, look, man, Mike, this is your night, but sure, we could run that fade in the cage. I thought whether it happens or not, who cares? You know, Mike Perry's probably looking for, can I get another payday, please, Jake? Can you set me up for one more fight? And why not, man? He delivered. I thought it was the best performance, one of the best performances other than Rondha's 17-second chokehold. But any more thoughts you guys have on celebrity or has-been MMA events? I mean, it was on Netflix. We're going to find out sooner or later how many people watched it.
I could give two shits about it.
Yeah, they need to quit. Just go try to get in a movie or do something.
There you have it, guys. We're going to move on to some real boxing. And here's the deal, guys. Top Rank Boxing, Bob Arum, God bless his soul, 94 years old. Me and my wife, if you don't know, we personally helped take care of her grandparents until the very end of their beautiful lives. And we got to see her grandfather, who was like such an intelligent, bright man, never got dementia, but his body started to fail him, obviously, from a lot of orthopedic injuries and stuff. And Bob just had knee surgery. He had knee surgery at 94. I'm telling you guys, that is a very hard road in recovery at 94 to have your knee replacement done at that age. Just to see him there, man, it was amazing. They're making their return to boxing on a network, on DAZN. Man, we all wanted to see them get picked up probably by somebody big like DAZN. But just flat out, everybody I've talked to says that it was an awful card in Virginia. Keyshawn Davis, the headliner. Is it Keyshawn that people were rejecting, or was it just a bad card that didn't produce any excitement whatsoever, man? Because I was going back and forth. And I was telling you, like, I looked at my wife and I said, damn, these fights are boring. These fights were boring. The two brothers were on the card. Brian Norman Jr. was the only thing exciting on that card. He knocks out a Canadian, Brian Norman Jr., who Devin Haney stopped or beat for his world welterweight title. he had an amazing performance coming back and knocking out an unknown Canadian boxer. Yeah, whatever. For what it's worth, it looked good, but we didn't get to see much. And then you get the main event where Keyshawn Davis missed weight again. Drew, what are your thoughts on him missing weight again in his career?
Very undisciplined. Very, very undisciplined. I can't say he doesn't take his career seriously and everything. I think he has. Do I say he has problems? Yeah, a little bit. He has like an anger problem a little bit. But it's like I didn't like the card. I didn't enjoy the card one bit. I forced myself to watch the fights and everything. I actually sat there and forced myself to do it. And I'm like this. What do I do? Do I talk to somebody on the phone? Do I watch this? They're probably gonna talk about some boring shit. Might as well watch this. Even if I don't fall asleep. But like I look at it like this. Keyshawn Davis is really, really messing up himself. And like I can also credit the card was sour and everything. They weren't just getting on Keyshawn. They're getting on, hey, yo, you're winning. Why don't you try to knock his dude out and make it exciting? And like it just nothing was exciting for me. Brian Norman's knockout wasn't even exciting for me. Like I never heard of the guy he fought.
Yeah, I had to do some research, very little tape on it. But look, this was about as exciting. It was a dirty fight, and that was a really nice takedown. By the way, Albright is a really tough guy. He's a tough Philadelphia fighter. He's from your neck of the woods, Drew. He's also an R&B singer. He's not world class. He's just not on the level. And it's a rematch that nobody asked to see this rematch. He beat Albright convincingly the first time. And then after that victory, you guys might remember he got suspended for marijuana, which they overturned that win to a no contest. And they figured that was enough reason to have them run this fight back. Usually you only rematch somebody if everybody out there is saying, damn, that fight was close. It was not close to begin with. And then you have him missing weight twice by a very small margin, but he lost his title on the scale once. And he has a history of assault. Dude, he assaulted Albright with his brothers. Albright beat one of his brothers. So they said, oh, this is bad blood. This is a great reason to have a rematch. And Keyshawn dominated him like he did, and it was dirty. And he even picked him up and tossed him at one point. So you got to wonder, Drew, go ahead. But, does he have the discipline?
I would have deducted points off of him. I would have deducted 2 points for that. 1 point probably, but I would have did 2.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what Keyshawn thinks he's going to get away with. If he keeps this up, he won't be in the sport much longer. If he can't make weight, then you can't do. Then you're just bad to do. You're not a good businessman.
Because that's his nickname too.
Yeah, you guaranteed to make weight. You contracted at this rate. You didn't guarantee. Here's the thing: they could have just said, "We're not fighting. We're going to sue you for breach of contract because you missed weight and everything." We tell you don't have to fight you, but we can sue you for breach of contract for not coming in at that weight, and they have no choice but to pay him.
Yep.
And everything. Like, here's the thing, man. Keyshawn. I think the only way Keyshawn's going to grow humbled is somebody fucking beats him. But not just beats him, but beats him up and make it like obvious that he lost the fight. He can't make an excuse that he was robbed. He actually lost the fight, and he took a beating in that fight. That's the only way Keyshawn's going to get to where he's at. And it's unfortunate because that's how he is, Keyshawn. But I just don't think that he's going to be able to improve himself or mature unless he takes accountability, which he's failing to do. Like, what has he done when he got suspended for one, grabbing your kids and taking them out to the wing? Well, you know that that you're going to have to not do it, right? But I don't think Keyshawn is in the right place of mind.
I thought the time off, because he had some time off, would help with some maturity issues that he may have. It's ironic, as I'm sitting watching the post press conference or the post press interview where he calls out Devin Haney. Not only did my wife say it, but other people were like, "Yo, he sounds emotionally stunted. Like he's stopped maturing." One of the people I was sitting with said he sounds like a 12-year-old in a grown man's body. Like, this is how...
He caught me with one good shot, and I'm like, nah, I'm about to beat you up now. You ain't getting nothing else off.
You told us this week that...
Yeah, we get it. You're a competitor. We get it. But it even comes across as immature in the ring to pick somebody up and slam them. I think he's got all the talent in the world. He's now the #1 WBO mandatory, Vince, which is the division that Emiliano Vargas, your nephew's in. An amazing division. But he missed weight. Yeah. He missed weight. So would you even trust him? He's missed weight twice. He lost his title, 135 title on the scale. Would you even bother trusting him in a title fight? When he called out Devin Haney, he said, "No, I want to fight Devin Haney," in this exact interview. So, I mean, it looks to me like he can't make 140. Might as well move up to welterweight with all the big dogs. Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, everybody's up at welterweight right now.
I would get him under contract saying, if you don't make weight, you got to give me like 35% of your
purse. Yeah.
I'll ask for a lot.
You know, Drew brought up something, Vince, and I'm going to see if you could think of the fighter. There's a lot of comparisons that were being made for Keyshawn with a fighter who right now is on social media kind of reviving his career. Reviving his career.
They kind of remind me of both of them.
Who is that?
Dean the Great and
Adrian Broner. Drew mentioned it.
All three of them should just hang out together.
Because Drew said it's going to take somebody to humble him, not just beat him, but beat him. Like,
beat him
really
bad.
I think the talent, he's got that talent where I don't know who's going to give him a beating, but.
Rollies.
Well, you know, Rolly kind of gave Ryan kind of a beating, and Ryan gave Haney a beating.
Devin Haney don't want to fight him.
If we look at it, Ryan Garcia is a one-dimensional fighter. That fight showed Ryan Garcia is a one-dimensional fighter when he was against Rolly, and when he fought Mario Barrios. You saw the same thing. He's a one-dimensional fighter, Ryan Garcia. And he's very beatable.
Yeah. I got some Ryan Garcia news coming up. Vince, this is Tim Bradley. Did anybody miss Tim Bradley now on Top Rank? He's no longer with Top Rank. They got all new announcers. They got the famous DAZN crew. But he's wearing a San Diego hat. This is where he had to say, don't get upset at him, Vince.
Make this make sense. The last time you was in Norfolk, you didn't make weight.
What happened?
I might get some drink.
Last time you was in Norfolk, right? 4 pounds over. Fucking.
Yo, stop. Sorry about that.
Outlandish, right? Outlandish. Then you come on the scales on this one and another homecoming, and you don't make weight. I don't care if it's 0.1, 0.2, point whatever, and you was late to the scales too. Come on, Key. What we doing?
I love the OG fighters, man. He wasn't none too happy with that. While Drew gets that, let's get to the fun stuff. There's some serious major boxing event this weekend. Glory in Giza is coming up. We're going to talk about that really quickly, but since the fun stuff is talking about all the chisme, the gossip, we talked about Adrian Broner. I think you could really make a comparison and I just hope that Keyshawn doesn't fall into the substance abuse traps Sure, fine. He likes to smoke weed. That's fine. But you might want to wait until you're done with your career to do it seriously.
San Antonio just won 122 to 115 double overtime, and your tight end was at their courtside at the game.
Which tight end? George Kittle?
Yeah. Yep. So you'll see him on Instagram.
Dude, the 49ers were in Vegas this weekend. Had I gone to Mandalay Bay, I told you Mandalay Bay and Caesars opened their swimming pool parties. Now this is called Tailgate. George Kittle and a bunch of the 49ers, including Mac Jones, were spotted around town partying this weekend. He brought his wife. I think they did. And Snoop Dogg was part of the opening ceremonies at Mandalay Bay this weekend. And the 49ers were absolutely partying their ass off. But speaking of AB, I thought he was going to stop drinking. He's asking Lamar Jackson this weekend, Lamar Jackson, can you help a brother out? I need to go to get some help.
Hey, matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie. If you support us up right now, cool. Can you pay for me to go to rehab? You streaming our shit? Thank you. Yeah. Huh? But bitch ass nigga, put our kick link in the bottom though. Otherwise, dead ass, bro, because I can't stop this shit. On me.
Dead ass, because I can't stop this shit. Hey, can you pay for me to go to rehab?
Cool. Can you pay for me to go to rehab? You streaming our shit? Thank you. Yeah. Huh? But bitch ass nigga, put our kick link in the bottom though. Otherwise, dead ass, bro, because I can't stop this shit. On me. I can, but I want to really quit.
Lamar Jackson says, yeah, I got you. I got you. He's reaching out for help. He said he can't stop drinking, man. He said he's reaching out for help. I need somebody to help me. But he's still out there. At the same, this must be the same event, bro. He
needs to leave. Leave homeboy.
Hey, now stop saying words I can't.
He's so drunk. Mike Epps, look at it. Mike Epps threw him out.
Yeah.
Shit is getting a little weird now.
Hey, go back.
They backstage at some comedy event or something with Mike Epps, and Mike Epps told him to chill on the free alcohol, bro. Shout out to SoCal Darius in the chat. I appreciate it. But speaking of social media this weekend, while all these fights were going on, Ryan Garcia hooked up with somebody that I never thought he'd hook up with this guy to do content. This is what's kind of like weird about what's going on with streaming content. It's like they're pairing up people that shouldn't be paired together because it might make really funny, interesting content. Did you see the outfits he was wearing?
Yes. Or how about when he punched him and threw him in the pool?
I'm talking about 6ix9ine. Yeah, 6ix9ine, yep. The rapper that turned snitch and did federal time. Vince, you said he punched him so hard he landed in the pool.
Yeah.
Man, those
that chest protector.
Those leather outfits they were wearing were so.
6ix9ine was a good rapper.
The clothing was making me laugh, man. But he took to Ryan Garcia unofficially announced it's not official by his promoters, but he took that opportunity with 6ix9ine to announce that on Canelo Day, Mexican Independence Day weekend, this is official. Canelo will be fighting Christian and Billy for the WBC super middleweight title. And Ryan Garcia went on social media, during his kick stream with 6ix9ine to announce he's fighting on that day. During the day.
At T-Mobile.
You're hearing T-Mobile, right? Yep. It is not official, but it is being targeted in negotiations with Conor Benn. Conor Benn, that's a big fight for everybody that can't go see. For everybody that can't see Canelo, because the fight's going to be across the seas. You might be able to see this. It might be during the daytime.
So Benavidez, the crowd.
Yeah, here's a little clip of them hanging out together on stream. I'm sure they had hundreds of people. Is that fishnet mesh?
Coming out with the Mexican flag that fucking heated me up bad. Mm-hmm. It fucking boiled my blood.
Oh, 6ix9ine is upset about that?
He came out with 21 Savage and left Goofy.
Wow, riveting. I'm sure millions of people watch that, though. But in that same evening, they announced that he's targeting that September 12th date. Yep. All right, what else do we got, guys, for you? Also, Cheese Man, I got to bring this up, man, but Alicia Baumgartner, I know Drew loves Alicia Baumgartner, but everybody's wondering, I'm wondering who's she gonna fight? Who could actually be a challenge? And Drew, what happened?
She got cheap shotted by Clarissa Shields.
Here's Clarissa Shields at an after party. Looked like a really fun MVP Mike Perry. There's Clarissa. I mean, there's Alicia. She's talking shit to. There's Clarissa. And who's going to come over and slap who? Oh, damn. Now they got to fight. Now they got to find a weight class and just fight.
Well, here's the thing. And Clarissa Shields is in the A side of this. She doesn't bring the most money. If you look at it, Alicia Baumgartner brings the most money out of the two of them. And like her promoter has more money to put into it than Clarissa. Who the fuck is Clarissa Shields' promoter? Some
do you think her attitude has to do with a lot of it too?
Here's the thing.
Whoa.
You want to know what's wrong? I'm going to tell you exactly what's wrong with Clarissa Shields. Why a lot of people don't find her don't like a lot of people don't think she's a draw. And a lot of people don't really like her attitude. Like she thinks she's the greatest woman fighter of all time, and she's not. If she would have fought in an era with Ann Wolfe, Layla Ali, Christy Martin, all three of them would beat her. Yeah. Layla Ali and Ann Wolfe will both knock her out.
Yes.
So if you look at it, she's talking all this shit, but she fights in weight classes that barely have any fighters in it. And then half of the fighters have under 500 records. The best fighter she fought on her resume is Savannah Marshall. That's the best fighter she fought. And other than that, who else can she tries? She doesn't realize if you want to fight Alicia Baumgartner, you gotta go down and weight to fight her. She's not coming up to you. You're the B side. If she said, "Oh no, you gotta come down to 147," you damn right she's coming down to 147. Or she told, "No, you gotta come down to 135. We do a cash rate 135." Carissa's gonna have to go down 135, or else you ain't getting a fight. You don't bring the money like she does. She's a big draw, and because she signed with the right promoter, she signed with the right person. And Clarissa Shields thinks she's a draw. Yeah, you're a draw in Flint, Michigan. But here's the thing: does anybody give a fuck about Flint, Michigan? No. Like what's Flint, Michigan special for? Except for the Detroit Lions that haven't reached the Super Bowl yet. So, and then you try to use Papoose to get you some clout, get you some exposure. You got with a guy that uses Remy, that he's famous for waiting 7 years for Remy Martin to get out of jail, to get out of prison, just to cheat on her. Is that's what you use to get yourself more famous? He wasn't even that good of a fucking rapper. He never had a gold record.
I never heard of him.
He never had a gold record. He never had a gold record. He wasn't really mainstream. He was an underground rapper at best.
I never listened to him.
Tell you the truth, he got fucking killed by a lot of rappers. He's not like, oh my God, Papoose is here. Who gives a fuck about Papoose? Like, seriously. And then she's gonna, I'm famous. I know, we were able to get you $10 million, Layla. How? Let me guess. You went to Flint, Michigan, stand on a corner for almost a day. Clarissa Shields giving some ass out. I don't know. But I'm gonna say this at the end of the day. Clarissa Shields is not a draw outside of Flint, Michigan. She is a B-side to mostly all of these pound-for-pound fighters. She is not a pound-for-pound number one fighter in women's boxing.
She's running out of people to fight, too.
Yeah, it's like this. She is not the most accomplished fight. You can say, oh, I'm undisputed in 3 weight classes. Who the fuck are in those weight classes? Like, come on. I really want to know something right now. People are defending her, but at the end of the day, who is she gonna fight? There's no fight no more. She has nobody to fight. You get as far as to try to get a 47-year-old Layla Ali has been retired for almost 15, 16 years to come out of retirement to fight. And it doesn't give you nothing. You don't get nothing for beating her. She's not in her prime. She's been retired for 15 years. Like, what a fucking disgrace. And everything. It's a shame. It's a disgrace. And that's right. Like Layla Ali, you need me because you need to make money. You ain't a draw without me. And you want to know something? I think she's right. Layla, she won't make no money without Layla Ali. Like, do you know what Carisha Shears' minimum purse is? And I don't know how the hell she got that minimum purse because she told the promoter, I'll leave and go somewhere else. $1 million. She's getting $1 million for fighting nobodies. And then the problem is this. She thinks she's too good to sign with MVP because all those fighters are in there. But they're making money and they're becoming bigger names than you. So I don't think she gets a lot of hate and she deserves it. She's not the greatest woman of all time. If we're going to look at it, accomplishments, one of my favorite female boxers of all time is Cassilia Breakus. I thought she's the most accomplished women's fighter there is. Okay, all right. And then she tried to bring her up and wait. Why are you trying to bring somebody up and wait for? You're not you're a B-side to all these women. And she gets mad that when Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano had that trilogy, she gets mad and jealous. She gets jealous. And the worst part about her is when something comes up, it has to be all about her. She has to make it all about her. That's why a lot of people hate on her. Like, people going there, yo, it's not all about you, Chris. You should shut the fuck up and move on. But I am going to say, I'm watching something this morning. I saw a tweet this morning. Someone asked me who's the face of women's boxing. I said, women's boxing now, Alicia Bongona is. Alicia Bongona or Katie Taylor or Amanda Serrano. They're the 3 faces of women's boxing. They're the 3 names that come up in women's boxing. And then I read a tweet, said David Benavidez is the face of boxing. And I felt like so badly to say, yo, I know you get interviews with this guy, but you're on this dude dick so fucking hard, it's like a Diddy marathon. It's like a Diddy party marathon that you're playing the Diddy games, the Diddy Olympics.
Hey, I got a quick update, guys. Since Alex is in the chat, he says his Steelers. So I had told Vince a story. I told Drew the story that I had a very famous neighbor. I had no idea his house was for sale. And after waving to him all the time, I find out he was a member of the Raiders organization. And he is in negotiation with the Steelers. He reportedly, I'm not going to say the name of the player because that gives away too much information about what neighborhood I live in. But he had made, you want to know how much he made, Vince? $3.8 million with the Raiders.
Just to be a freaking long snapper? Fuck.
And he's trying out with the Steelers, so it looks like he's going to get signed. The last Steelers snapper guy made $3 million, 3.5. So, damn, he was balling. Another $3 million contract. Shoot, lucky. Hey, there's a really interesting fight coming on. We talked about rematches nobody wants to see, But Vince, I think you might want to go to this. I want to go to see this. I think Cashflow Diaz, who we interviewed, Floyd, he says, I'm no longer Cashflow. I think he's going to be on the card because this is going to be a Vegas fight. Zuffa's moving out of the Apex. They're no longer going to be fighting at the Apex for the most part. This is the first kind of big fight they're going to have at the Cosmopolitan. Here's the little video of Rayo Valenzuela, who I've been a fan of him very early on in his career. I got a chance to interview him. He lost to Edwin De Los Santos, who was the lightweight champion at that time, I think. Got knocked out. It was an amazing back and forth. While it lasted, dude, they were both going for the knockouts. De Los Santos has that knockout victory over Rayo Valenzuela. He's been signed to Zuffa. This will be the first big fight Dana White does with Zuffa outside of the Apex. Tickets go on sale this Friday for the Cosmopolitan. I think they're going to try to stack this card, man. It's going to be a really interesting card. Thank you to everybody who's been tuning in. We'll do some quick previews. I see that our boy Wally Coyote was asking about the Egypt card, and I think everybody here agrees that Usyk is one of the best heavyweight champs. Got it. I mean, he was undisputed, not once but twice, undisputed cruiserweight champion.
All-time great.
But this interesting in front of the pyramids. It's going to happen this weekend on the 23rd, May 23rd.
I ain't even gonna watch it.
I must have got the time wrong. It's May 23rd. No, this is Saturday. Yeah, this is Saturday. Usyk versus Rico. He is a former kickboxing world champion with one professional fight. And what really sucks about that is that they are allowing the WBC championship. Drew, what do you... This is for the WBC championship. With one fight, the WBC said, that's cool. We'll put the belt on the line. In fact, we're going to make a special belt. I know, Vince, you like those special belts. This one is called the Nile of the River Belt. Or should it be called the Nile?
That guy needs to, they need to just get rid of the WBC. He's horrible. He's bad for them. His poor dad's turning in his grave.
He's bad for boxing, period.
Yes, he is. He's a damn thief. A crook.
There it is, the king of the Nile. What's that expression? The Nile is a river, and the Nile is not just a river in Egypt. That is the king of the Nile. So he's only had one professional boxing match, and I think I got a little clip of him fighting.
That looks like shit.
You saw it, Drew?
Look at it. Look at it. That nasty. Like
shit.
You seen him fight?
No.
Yeah, I saw the kickboxer fight. Rico. I saw Rico fight a couple of times. He's pretty good, Rico.
But Ngannou had success coming off the UFC. Ngannou had some success on Tyson Fury. Some say, I mean, he almost beat him. Almost beat Tyson Fury. Can a kickboxer? We've had kickboxers do incredible things in the sport of boxing. The Italian guy, Chris Algieri, world champion in kickboxing, also became a world champion in boxing. But nobody's beat Usyk. So, I mean, is this just a massive payday for Usyk? It's a stay busy fight. I mean,
here's the thing. Nobody's gonna beat Alexander Usyk. It's an impossible puzzle. It's like a Rubik's Cube that you can't solve. So if you look at it, nobody beats Alexander Usyk. It's just that it's 3-time undisputed champion, 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion, 1-time cruiserweight undisputed champion. What? It's really like this. Anybody put in front of you, he figures them out. He figures them out and he beats them. He used the strongest weapon against them. So Usyk is an all-time great. He's a top 10 all-time great heavyweight. He's the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Yeah. Like, if we look at it, Usyk's the best heavyweight of his era. He may be the best fighter of his era. Man, I would love to see Usyk before he retires fight Moses Itama. Drew. By the way,
Hrgovic fought David Allen. David Allen is a UK fighter who always puts up great fights, but he's kind of like a journeyman that gets good victories here and there, and he beat the crap out of Dave Allen. Hrgovic is now the mandatory to Moses Itama. Moses Itama and him will have to fight for a title opportunity. So eventually, I think Moses Itama could become the mandatory to Alexander Usyk if he sticks around long enough. Hey, I want to read this. Oh, go ahead, Drew. But let me get the shout out to Alex. He says Steelers should sign him. Should boxing events be cut to 2,000 to 5,000 instead of 5,000 seats to save boxing? All the promoters need to take notes and have scouts check out the arenas first to break even for money.
Yes, he's right.
Yeah, he's absolutely right.
100% right. That's why they should fight at Sam's Town. They'll sell Sam's Town out.
But here's the thing. You also got to look at a lot of different things when scouting. Like, are you going to be able to sell that? Or what do we have to do to promote it and everything? There's a lot of things you got to do in order to predict whether you're going to sell it out or not. But, like, it's just bad. It's just really been bad for boxing because the prices are too much.
I'm not gonna lie. It is very expensive. And shout out to your boy Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas. It looks like that's going to be a sellout, and that includes your nephew as the co-main event. That looks like it's going to be a packed house, Madison Square Garden, Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. I wish I could be there. That's going to be a very fun card. Might be the best card might be the best fight of the summer. Really, one of the best cards all summer long. If you were interested in betting against Usyk or for Rico Verhoeven, the former heavyweight kickboxing champion, Rico is a plus 1,100 underdog. You will have to bet $2,500 to just win $100 bill for Alexander Usyk. Any chance Rico has, Drew? He gets stopped? What do you think?
I don't think he gets stopped. I think Usyk just outboxes him for 12 rounds. I don't.
Takes it easy on him?
I think Rico has a chin. That's what he was known for, having a chin and being hard to figure out and everything in kickboxing. Like, yeah, it could be done. He could be knocked out, but I think he has a chin. But Usyk has knocked guys out that has chins. And I think it caught them in the right spot. But on the other thing, I think Itama's going to wind up fighting Daniel Dubois.
That's going to be a great fight, too. That would be a great fight. I'm going to give Vince an opportunity. Vince, do you think Usyk stops Rico or Rico makes it the distance?
I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't going to watch it, so I could care less about that fight.
You're not going to watch it?
Nah, I'm going to watch the Las Vegas Ace because they got down against Atlanta. They won 85-84 nail-biter game. I'm going to watch girls basketball, or I'm going to watch
on Saturday?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I don't like to oversee fights no more. I'm done with it.
All right. Well, maybe
Canelo, I ain't even going to watch Canelo.
Look,
I'm not even going to watch Canelo.
Look, there's Frank Sanchez is on this card, right?
I don't care. I hope my nephew never fights over there because I ain't going to watch it either.
Oh my God.
Over here.
Let's get his ass kicked finally.
Drew, let's do this quick. I'll give you an opportunity, Drew. Give me your parlay here. Okay, Hamza Shiraz versus Alan Begic. Completely unknown fighter to me. Shiraz is a negative 2,000 favorite.
Oh, that's going to be a knockout.
By stoppage. This is interesting. Jack Catterall moving up now to welterweight against Shakram Giyasov. Giyasov is a guy who was in line to fight Rolly Romero, and somehow Rolly Romero and him can't come to an agreement. The sanctioning body isn't forcing it. So Jack Catterall versus Giyasov, a very interesting fight. Very close on the odds. Jack Catterall, a negative 300 favorite. Didn't Jack Catterall just lose to a Mexican Chicano guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, he went over to the UK. We've had him on the shoe shine.
Barbosa beat him.
Barbosa just beat him. Yeah. I'm not feeling too good about Catterall anymore these days, man.
You know what? I'm going to pick Catterall by decision, but he got to crush his stamina.
All right.
He has a gas tank issue. I'm picking Catterall.
The only thing that's going to stop me from watching this fight is the Golden Knights. But the Golden Knights, I think, are playing Saturday night, later in the night.
I tell you one thing. I'm picking Frank Sanchez by stoppers against Rich Torres.
Whoa. You don't think the Olympic silver medalist can get by Frank Sanchez, the former sparring partner of Canelo Alvarez?
Here's the thing. Who the hell has Richard Torres fight? And he's too reckless.
I don't even see the odds for that. That's probably the best heavyweight fight this weekend, because I think the main event is going to be kind of a mismatch. It's going to be a showcase fight, and I think Usyk does stop him. But this is a hard one, bro. I'm gonna go with the Olympic silver medalist Richard Torres on that one. Also on that card, let's see. There's a women's championship fight. I'm not sure if anybody's too excited about that. Mizuku Hiruta versus Mai Soliman. I believe she's Canadian or Australian. Mizuki Hiruta has got a pretty large following, especially amongst Japanese fight fans. She's a negative 1,800 favorite. I think she does win that, and that probably is an accurate, more or less, odds on that card. Who else is on this card? And that is going to be daytime fight for everybody on Saturday afternoon. All right, that moves us to Sunday night. I know maybe you guys won't care, but this is a big deal for me. Good friend Lucas Cattell of Boxing Scene, he's going to be in the building. Amari Jones of the Bay Area, he's taking on a Italian, but he's trains and lives out of Germany, but he's Italian. Gualtieri. This is supposed to be a showcase fight, I think, where Amari Jones is going to look really good against an international European level fighter. Most of the card, like Fulgham is on that card. He's a nice kid. He fights here in Vegas a lot. This is a Golden Boy boxing event, and it's in San Jose. And my real question about it is the show going to bomb where they don't fill up more than 4,000 or 5,000 seats, and Oscar De La Hoya regrets coming back to Northern California. It could set a bad precedent. I was talking with Lukey about it. Look, they claim they want to break the world record for boxing attendance in July. Samson, the promoter for and manager for Fundora, and also David Benavidez, they're going to showcase a fight in July. If they only get 4,000 or 5,000 people to pay for tickets in San Jose this weekend, what does that say about this San Francisco event? Vince?
Shit.
Drew, but even my wife made a great point. She's like, look, when we left the Bay Area, my neighborhood, when I bought into my neighborhood in a sleepy little town in Silicon Valley called Sunnyvale, California. Sunnyvale is the home of Google, the home of LinkedIn, the home of so many tech companies. My neighborhood was Latino when I bought that house. By the time I left that neighborhood, it was like 30% Indians that were here to work. H-1B visas that were here to work in engineering for all the tech companies, and 30% Chinese, 10% white, and like it went from being more than like half the neighborhood was Latino to like 2 out of 10 houses were Latino. The city changed, and that's the 408, San Jose, the South Bay. It's really, really changed, bro. And I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys. The majority of boxing fans that support fighters are black and brown. That's just it. That's the facts. If you don't have black and brown people in that community willing to support your fighters anymore, then I don't know who's going to show up to the fight, because it ain't going to be the tech bros. It ain't going to be the guys that eat tandoori chicken on the weekend. They're not going to the fight. This ain't cricket. They're not going to the fight. So I really hope, and I'm praying that this event in San Jose goes like at one point, man, we had Robert the Ghost Guerrero in the same building, and that was packed. Because Robert the Ghost Guerrero was a multi-divisional champion from Gilroy. Everybody loved Robert. We wrote about him in the newspapers. We watched him in the news. Amari Jones, he's a Bay Area kid, But even but most casual boxing fans, they just don't know who he is. And so this weekend, shout out to Lukey. We're going to be doing a show on Thursday. It's imperative that he has a highlight reel star-making performance. So the Bay Area wakes up and gets behind a local fighter.
So
sorry, Wiley.
So your wife was actually the smart one that says, "Get the fuck out this neighborhood to go to Vegas."
Yep, beautiful.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just as much of like, it's time to cash out and maybe live our dreams and live in Vegas. I was just as much, if not more, a part of it. But it's going to be very interesting, and Big Dog Lukey's going to be in the building covering that. Amari Jones, San Jose card. I'm looking forward to him, obviously in the main event at the SAP Center, which is the home of the Sharks, and Fulgham, Darius Fulgham, who I've got to watch here, and I think some of my friends have interviewed him, and he seems like a really good guy. And Oscar De La Hoya will be coming back to the Bay Area. I'm very excited that turns up great.
For 2,000 people sitting in the arena.
Alex Tomlin says only bloggers might go to the San Jose. That's the future with these entourages. Dave, I'm just keeping it real. Influencers are like, I hate to say this, but influencers are now part of the fight world, combat sports culture. I don't think you could promote a major event without being on a kick stream now. It's crazy. Like Ryan Garcia, all of these people, your nephew Emiliano has a kick channel. Promoting yourself using these influencers and using the influencers to promote a fight, it's like it's part of the equation now. It's inevitable.
Sunday, the Golden Knights play Sunday at 5 on ESPN.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And
hey,
Sunday,
are you going to go to that lowrider show?
I think we're going, bro.
I'll be there.
Yeah, Golden Knights Sunday is going to be a great show. Sunday, there's a car show, so if you're into cars, if we go, I think we'll turn on the camera and show some cars.
Boulevard Mall, Manor Parkway and Flamingo, I guess, or Desert Inn.
So that's pretty much all I got. We're going to do a Slugged Out Sports. I'll get in touch with you, Vince. We'll do Slugged Out Sports. Make sure you have your notifications and the subscription button. And then on Thursday, we'll be doing a podcast with Big Dog Lukey. So make sure you are subscribed to him.
And my Dodgers lost 1-0.
Game's over?
Yeah.
Who's in the lead now? NL West.
Probably the Padres. It's all right. It's still early. I ain't worried about it. It's still early. They're the champs. Like when it don't count.
Alex says they should bring boxing back to Bakersfield, my hometown. There's a lot of Latinos in there. And they've had a lot of success in Fresno, Bakersfield, not too far, because they had built a hometown star in Ramirez back in the day. Just not too. I think Ramirez could probably still sell. Stockton had Gabe Flores selling 17,000 tickets in Stockton almost. So it's all about building that local star. It all starts this weekend. Gonna hope that Amari Jones has an incredible performance in front of the people who are willing to pay money and see a young boxing star in the making at the SAP Center. I'm Dave in the 702. Any final thoughts, Drew?
Not really.
All right, that's all we got. Vince?
Just tune in for the next show. And next Monday, we got to hit 3,000 people. So tell all your friends. Tell all your friends.
Yeah,
and
subscribe.
I'm gonna put the message out.
Subscribe to Slugged Out Sports. Drew, you got his own channel too, at Drew Evo. Make sure you hit him up on all the socials. And I appreciate that, Alex. This week we had something very good happen. We hit 2,700 subscribers on my channel, and then I lost a couple. So we had 2,700. It's like the Padres being in first place. It's like it happened for a minute. It happened for a minute, man. So if you're new,
as long as you're there for a minute, that's the start.
If you're new here, guys, hit that subscribe button. It'd be nice to get back to 2,700. That's all we got. Until next time, peace.
Peace out.